Hey, welcome back. We're on day 5. It's our last day of answering this question. What can you do in your struggle? What can you do when God seems distant? And what you can do is dig deep to choose to believe that God is going to bring good out of whatever you're going through. Now, I know that it's one thing to say, yeah, God works everything for good. That's a promise, by the way. If you are a believer in Jesus, Romans chapter 8, verse 28 says God will work everything in your life together for good. There will be evil things in your life. There will be painful things in your life, but He will turn them for good. That's a promise for believers. By the way, if you're watching this and you don't yet know that you're a believer in Jesus, you don't have a personal relationship with Him, click at the end of today's video so you can talk with the pastor and get that nailed down. But in this story of Esther, Mordecai would have known the Old Testament story of Joseph, who was sold as a slave. And then when Joseph goes through difficulty and chooses God, he ends up being second in command over Egypt. And his brothers come into him malnourished. There's a famine, and they're begging for food. And they realize, this is our brother we sold into slavery. And he says, don't worry, I'm not going to punish you, because what you meant for evil, God turned for good. Do you realize the evil things in your life, God can turn them for good? It's one thing to believe this mentally. That's a start. It's another thing to push that down into our heart and say, God, I don't see how you could bring good out of this circumstance I'm going through or that thing I experienced, but I choose to believe that you can bring good out of it, and I will believe it. That's why I say dig deep and choose to believe that no matter what you're going through today, God can bring good from it. Mordecai hints at this when he says at the end of verse 14, hey, Esther, who knows if perhaps you were created by God, you were made queen for just such a time as this. All the difficulty our family's been through, all the difficulty and trauma you've probably been through being, forced to become a queen. What if God, who's not the author of evil, had a plan to use all these evil things where Satan thinks he's winning and turn them around to actually win and deliver His people? God will bring good from whatever you're going through as long as you continue to trust Him and place it back into His hands. I'll see you tomorrow.